So this the question was about this Narasakham, right? How the Nara Sakhi iti शब्दः अस्ति नरस्वकारान्त पुल्लिङ्गसखि नरसखः कारान्त कथम् अभवत् तत्र राजाः सखिभ्यः टच् तत्र टच् प्रत्ययः राजन् अहन् सखि एतेभ्यः टच् प्रत्ययः भवति इति पाणिनिसूत्रेण विवरणं भवति तत्र प्रक्रिया अस्ति so that प्रक्रिया you can study. Main thing for our practical usage, you can understand that when Raja, Aha, Ahan and Sakhi, all these shabd are Sakhi in the Pullinga, not the Sakhi, Dirgha, Karantana. Pullinga, Sakhi. So these three words, when they come in the Samastapada, Samasa, then they are used, you will find them the usage in this Akaranta, Pratipadika, Rupena, Tesham Prayoga Bhavati. नरसख महाराज दशरथराज दिलीपराज पुरुराज अनन्तरं सप्ताहः एट्सेट्रा. एषोऽपि श्लोकः समाप्तः. प्रायेण मनुजालोके लोकतत्त्वविचक्षणाः समुद्धरन्ति आत्मानम् आत्मनैव आशुभाषयाः. आत्मनात्मानम् उद्धरेत् आत्मानम् अवसादयेत् इति भगवद्गीतायाः कापि अस्ति अत्र. अत्र we'll start with Telangan Mode. Telangan Mode, Pranam Kartum Ichchate Asya Nimeshah Shloka.
अस्तु महोदय. आत्मनो गुरुरात्मैव पुरुषस्य विशेषतः यत् प्रत्यक्षानुमानाभ्यां श्रेयो नुविन्दते. आत्मनो गुरुरात्मैव पुरुषस्य विशेषतः यत् प्रत्यक्षानुमानाभ्यां श्रेयो आसाव नुविन्दते. आशवन् उविन्दते. आत्मनः पदविभागं कर्तुम् आत्मनः गुरुः आत्मा एव पुरुषस्य विशेषतः यत् प्रत्यक्षम् अनुमानभ्यां श्रेयः असौ अनुविन्दते. अर्थं न जानामि महोदय.
अर्थं प्रत्येकं पदस्य अर्थः कः भवति इति पश्यामः. आत्मनः
आत्मनः सस्य
गुरुः आत्मा एव स्वयमेव स्वस्य गुरुः इति अर्थः. आत्मा एव स्वस्य आत्मगुरुः मार्गदर्शकः. पुरुषस्य विशेषतः स्पेशलि अस्माकं जीवने अन्ये गुरवः अपि आगच्छन्ति। अस्माकं बाल्यकाले अनन्तरमपि माता अपि गुरुः, पिता अपि गुरुः, शिक्षकः अपि गुरुः इति बहवः गुरवः भवन्ति, मार्गदर्शकाः भवन्ति। परन्तु विशेषतः स्पेशलि विशेषगुरुः कः? स्वयमेव पुरुषस्य मीन्स् पुरुषस्य कोऽपि भवतु, पुरुष इत्युक्ते मानवः, पुरुष मीन्स् नाट् मेल् पुरुष, पुरुष generally this is a purusha is a very common word which is common means which is a word commonly used in our shastra, purana, veda, etc., especially to refer to general human being. पुरुषस्य पुरुषेते इति देही शरीरी सः पुरुषः। पुरुषस्य इत्युक्ते मानवस्य विशेषतः गुरुः स्वयमेव. So that is the first one. Any question there by anybody? First line? All right, very simple. Second one. Second line, तत्र क्रियापदं किम् अस्ति?
विन्दते
अनुविन्दते.
अनुविन्दते
Vindate means what? What is the meaning of vindate? Vindati?
विन्दते to
बन्धन
विन्दते to gain to
understand. तथा वित्तम् अस्ति. वित्तं. What is vittam?
वित्तं धनं.
Dhanam. So vittam is coming from the vindate with the vidhi dhatu, right? Vindate, one which is to be obtained. Dhanam.
Yeah.
And anuvindate, so he begets it, he obtains it. Anuvindate. Kim anuvindate? Kaha anuvindate? Asau. Asau iti padam asti atra. Asau anuvindate. असौ अनुविन्दते. What is असौ? असौस्य पदस्य अर्थः?
अगच्छब्दस्य
सः हि अनुविन्दते.
सः.
someone like he some
सः.
सः
सः इत्युक्ते पुरुषः, मानवः. मानवः अनुविन्दते, प्राप्नोति. किं प्राप्नोति?
श्रेयः.
श्रेयः. श्रेयः.
benefits benefit or
प्रगतिम् अथवा उत्तमां गतिम्, उत्तमगतिं प्राप्नोति.
यशस्.
श्रेयः. Now so you might have heard, right? Shreyo marga, preyo marga, shreyo marga, preyo marga. Shreyo marga is one which leads you towards God, spiritual elevation. Preyo marga, preyas, which leads you towards bhautika bhoga. Preyo marga. The one who the shreyo marga is considered better. So
यशस्, you can say यशस्, श्रेयः.
श्रेय अत्र श्रेयः इस् अत्र द्वितीया विभक्तौ अस्ति. श्रेयः श्रेयस् इति सकारान्त नपुंसकलिङ्गपदम् अस्ति. श्रेयः असौ अनुविन्दते. सः मानवः यः आत्मनः गुरुः आत्मा एव भवति, मीन्स् स्वयमेव आत्मनः उद्धरणं करोति, उत्तममार्गे अथवा उत्तममार्गे गच्छति, सः श्रेयः प्राप्नोति, उत्तमां गतिं प्राप्नोति. कथं प्राप्नोति? प्रत्यक्ष अनुमानाभ्याम यत् इत्युक्ते like this how प्रत्यक्ष अनुमानाभ्याम इति समस्तपदम् अत्र तृतीया द्विवचनं अनुमानाभ्याम so there are two words here pratyaksha and anumana. What does that mean? Anyone ever heard or a little bit familiar with pramanas in Nyaya Shastra?
Knowledge gained from the previous experience, what we learned from previous experience.
Yes. And there are two words here, pratyaksha, anumana.
Pratyaksha, I mean, seeing with your own naked eyes. I mean, like to actually see, perception.
And anumana.
Anumana means to
Infer what I understand.
Infer.
Logic.
So these are popular, prasiddha as a pramana or ways of proof or evidence in our darshana shastra. So samanata, which are the famous darshana shad darshanani kani? Darshana shastrani. Which are the ones darshana shastra? Famous ones? Shad darshana, known as Shad darshana. What did you say, Bhagini? Shad darshana.
Brahma Sutra.
Brahma Sutra is the prasthana teshu
Yeah.
Shad darshana. Sankhya darshanam, yoga darshanam, and Nyaya darshanam, Vaisheshika darshanam,
Nyaya darshanam, Uttara Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa.
In Mimamsa Shastra, there are two branches, which are again considered two separate darshana. Darshana means with which you can see, or they are your margadarshaka in your spiritual sadhana. So Sankhya, Yoga, generally these two go together. Means they are similar. Which are they?
Nyaya, Purva Mimamsa, Uttara Mimamsa.
First to Sankhya, Yoga, they are similar. It's similar genre, I can say. And then the Nyaya, Vaisheshika, and then the Purvamimamsa, Uttaramimamsa. So in them, there are minor differences in them. So when in Bhagavad Gita, if you remember, Atra about that later. First, right now, but in this Nyaya Shastra, Vaisheshika Shastra, and these are logic, inference. So they are, even today, Sankhya Darshana, Yoga Darshana, they are also popular. All are famous today also. But within them, this Nyaya Shastra and Vaisheshika Darshana, they both are considered very intense, in the sense very they're used by different communities or the matas that are present. They are present in the past also. These are used to prove their points, to prove their abhipraya, to support their abhipraya. And in that, Nyaya and Vaisheshika, these play a very, very important role today. One has to be, if they're supposed to be supporting, anybody wants to support their abhipraya in the Matatraya, today Matatraya, but there are many, many matas are there today also. So they all have to be very pandityam tesham bhavet. Kasmin asmin nyaya darshine to nyaya shastre to vaisheshika shastre. It's very, very important. So, but main thing here is pratyaksha anumana. In those, they define something called pramana, the types of evidence or a proof which one can consider. So, like when somebody says something like Vedaha apaurushyaha athva astikyam bhavatu, any prameya means one which is to be known, or hypothesis you can call. Right? So, how do we support it? What is that has to be supported? That has to be backed up. And how do we believe in it? What is the pramana? Prameya asti, which is to be known. Matum yogyam meyam prameya iti. Yes. Jnatavyam tat prameya iti. That is a technical word, prameya. But prameya, that one is to be proven or known. What is the pramana for that? How do we believe you? What is the proof for that, evidence? Tatra, some darshanas, they consider three types of pramanas. Some consider 4 types, some consider 7 types. But they can be generally all categorized under the high level, 3 categories: the pratyaksha, anumana, and shabda iti. 3 types of pramana. So pratyaksha pramana, anumana pramana, and then shabda pramana. So the pratyaksha, the beginning said, pratyaksha, the name only says which we can see, but it doesn't necessarily mean in this context. Okay, pratyaksha in this context doesn't necessarily mean which we have to see from, using our eyes, through our eyes. Pratyaksha means which we can directly experience through our indriyas, bahyendriya. Right? So seeing, hearing also one form, and then all this rasa, rupa, sparsha, gandha. Shruti and chakshu, druk, darshana. So all these 5, and all these are like we are receiving the pratyaksha. When anubhava, pratyaksha anubhava, we have to experience. That is the utmost, the best pramana. The next is anumana. Anumana means it's a logic inference. So again, the famous examples in these shastras are somewhere there is a smoke, and then you guess or infer that there is a fire also. That is the anumana. Similarly, in case of this, to prove the existence of the supreme God or somebody supernatural, the power. So for that, how there is anumana we can use, right? We don't see it. We cannot directly anubhava nasti. Nobody sees, nobody directly comes. The devas, the gods are not going to come and talk to you, right? So there is no pratyaksha pramanam nasti. So tata then the anumana is the next thing. Anumana means inference. So there are so many things which is going on in the universe. So from there we can infer. There is some supernatural power which is responsible, which is doing this. So that is anumana. But anumana also in case of this fire and smoke, how do we know that if there is a fire, if there is a smoke, there is a fire, anumana katham bhavati? Only that we know that the fire beforehand, right? Pratyaksha. Asmakam pratyaksha bhavati. Otherwise we can't guess. There is a fire, there is a smoke there. We don't know. If somebody has never seen a fire, you can't guess. You can't infer there is a fire. Okay? So all those things need to be considered in the Shastram also. Anyway, so the Anumana is another pramana. Then there is a Shabda pramana, which is somebody who is of authoritative figure, who is telling you about something which you cannot experience yourself. Pratyakshana api nasti. Anumanadapi tasya pramanam atva anubhava na shakyate. Tada apta vakyam. Shabda means apta vakyam. Apta means who is closer. Close means what? Who is authoritative figure. Not anybody like your friend comes and tells you that some God exists. No, anybody can. God exists, not exist, whatever. So here, authoritative figure, which are like your guru or in something, especially here in this Shastra Vishaye, Vedaha Shabda Pramanam. Iti. Apta Vakyam iti Veda. Because Veda is Shruti, talking, right? It is telling you about different things, the glory of the God and all that. So, but there is no Pratyaksha, there is no Anumana. We are just Shraddha asti. So because Vedaha Apaurushaya, Veda has authority over it, and that is why we have a trust in it. So that is another pramana. Tatra yat pratyaksha anumanabhyam shreyaha asau anuvindate. Purushaha, by the way of pratyaksha and anumana, he gets a shreya, or he goes in that uttama gatihi, uttama margaha. So means what he is saying, pratyaksha anumana with using that pramana. He has to have evidence, right? Otherwise it becomes andha vishwasa. So somebody says something, I'm just going to blindly believe it. So it's andha vishwasa. So again here there is emphasis here that do not believe blindly. Use this different ways to verify it, pramana, and then believe it. Then it becomes very solid belief. Then it becomes shraddha, not just andha vishwasa. Shraddha comes with this pramana. Then he is not putting the shabda pramana here, but that is all, you can add it. But otherwise also, shabda pramana is the not as good as the anumana and pratyaksha, because shabda is somebody is saying somebody, even though it is authoritative, unless you infer yourself or pratyaksha anubhava, it is not as good as these two. See, our Shastras are very clear about do not believe anything. We are not believers. Do not believe anything unless you experience it. And verify it. Agra. Any question there? No. The next one, anybody wants to padachchadanam kartum icchanti?
I can read, but meaning I don't know. पुरुषत्वे मां धीराः साङ्ख्ययोगविशारदाः आविस्तरां प्रपश्यन्ति सर्वशक्त्युपबृंहितं पुरुषत्वे च मां धीराः सांख्ययोगविशारदाः आविस्तरां प्रपश्यन्ति सर्वशक्ति उपब्रह्मितं
बृह्यितम् सर्वशक्ति उपबृह्यितम् इति एकं पदमस्ति
ब्रह्मितं
बृह्यितं यथा हंस इति तथा
ओके
बृह्यितं
ब्रह्मितं
मकार नास्ति अनुस्वार बृह्यितं
ओके H okay पुरुषत्वे मनुष्यस्य जीवने मां धीराः मे धीराः धीराः सांख्ययोग विशारदः means one who is they know very well, I mean experts. Yeah. Sankhya Yoga who are experts. Avistaram. To manifest. Prapashyanti, pashyanti, to see, clearly they see. Shakti, the energy, the upabrahmitam. I don't know, Mahoday.
उपबृह्यितम् अस्तु बृह्मणं किं भवति बृह्मणं यथा ब्रह्मा अस्ति ब्रह्मा इति पठति ब्रह्मा शब्दः what is the meaning of brahma ma this is ma not na okay brahma
who has who is with
ब्रह्मण पुल्लिंग शब्दे सृष्टिकर्ता नपुंसकलिंगे ब्रह्मण that is
who no everything no
but why is it called brahma srishtikarta no brahma but the padasya artha
it's got all powers oh I don't know
No sound. There's no sound.
Sound. Bruh. वृद्धौ इति तस्य अर्थः वृद्धि मीन्स् इस् व्याप्तः सर्वत्र व्याप्तः इति ब्रह्मन् स ब्रह्मा सर्वत्र व्याप्त सर्वव्यापी आधारं सर्वव्यापी इति बृह्यति धातु बृह्यति it means व्याप्नोति सर्वत्र सर्वव्यापी omnipresent brahma so upabruhyetam
this refer to brahma the srishtikarta
there are two different
brahman is different you know
so there are two brahmans Mahodaya was saying. One is Pullinga Brahma, other is Napunskalek Brahma. Both are Nakaram. Brahma Brahmani, Brahmani. So Brahma Brahmana, Brahmana. Brahman. So Pullinge Brahman, so Brahma Brahma Brahmana, Saha Srishtikarta means Saha Chaturmukha, Prajapati. Pullinge. Napunsakalinge Brahma Brahmani, Brahmani. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Tatra Parabrahma iti asti. That is Parabrahma. That is Napunsakalinga. Suppose Parabrahma or just Brahma, that is the superpower, not this Chaturmukha Brahma, which is referring to
But both are Nakarantaha, Mahoday? No.
Nakaram. Napunsakalinga, superpower Narayana Hari. Okay. Atra Padasyartha Upabhuhitam. Upabhuhitam means Bhuhitaha. Who is Bhuhita? Sarvavyaptam. Bhuhitam means Sarvatra Vyaptam. Upabhuhitam. Upavistrutam. Sarvatra Vyaptam. Sarvashakti Upavrushvitam. Sarvashaktya. Sarvashaktyotoham. Sarvashaktya Upavrushvitam. Mam Dhiraha Prapashyanti. So, Prapashyanti, so you know, Pashyanti, Prakarshena Pashyanti.
See, to
Samyak Prakarshena, Samyak Pashyanti means Tatvatah Prapashyanti means Samyak means Yathavat. How I am, Mama Nijarupam Pashyanti. Sarvashaktya Upabhuhitam Pashyanti. Mam. Sarvashakti अथवा सर्वशक्त्या सर्वव्याप्तं सर्वत्र व्याप्तं आविस्तरां पश्यन्ति. Avistaram means Avistara means Vistruta iti eka artha. Prakatikrutam. Avistaram sarvatra vistrutam upavruhitam sarvatra vyaptam rupam pashyanti. Prakatikrutam rupam pashyanti. Prakatibhutam rupam pashyanti, which is unfolded. Avistaram. Ke pashyanti? Dhiraha pashyanti. Who is Dhira? What is the meaning of Dhira?
brave.
Buddhiman.
Oh.
Generally in Kannada also Dhira means brave, but not actually brave here. Yasya dhihi asti sa dhira. Dhihi buddhiman satya jnanam asti jnanavan asti sa dhira. Saha dhiraha te dhiraha mama rupam atha mam pashyanti. Kutra purushatve. Purushatve means purushat. So here also we can interpret as purushatve sati. Purushatve sati. When those dhiras are in the sharira, they will as mama anubhava bhavati tesham. Or purushatve in the form of a purusha. When I am in the, because in the next shloka also he is going to say he likes the Bhagavan likes the purusha form. Purusha means this human body, because it is sadhana shariram ityuchyate. Pashunam api sharirani bhavante, pashunam pakshinam sharirani bhavante, but that is not sadhana sharira. With 84 lakh shastrani kathayanti, with all those 84 lakh yoni means different janma. After that this manava deha praptah. So manava shariram praptamasti, sadhana shariram asti, sadhana krute upayuktam asti shariram. So this is in this specially crafted to do the sadhana in the sharira. This sharira is specially purusha sharira or manava sharira is specially crafted by Bhagavan. See, this sharira is very priya. So in this purusha or the manava sharira, I am deciding with full prakatana. Prakatana means I'm fully unfolded, so in the sadhana sharira they see that. And dhiraha कीदृशाः सन्ति भवेयुः साङ्ख्ययोगविशारदाः भवेयुः ते साङ्ख्ययोगे विशारदाः अथवा निपुणाः ज्ञानिनः अथवा विचक्षणाः भवेयुः. What is Sankhya
Jnana Yoga.
Jnana Yoga. So we are talking about one is Sankhya Darshana, Yoga Darshana. Tatra Sankhya and Yoga both are there. There are other darshanas also, which already some example in the last shloka you gave. One is reference you gave, that Pratyaksha, Anumana, which is referring to Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Pramana. And then this Mimamsa Shastra. What is Mimamsa Darshana? What is the meaning of Mimamsa word itself? Mimamsate. Mimamsa, you can look up. Mimamsa, if you have any access to dictionary. Jidnyasa. Mimamsa is the, what kind of word is that? It is a Sananta or what kind of word? Vedanta. Mimamsa. Mimamsate.
Mimamsa is given here buddhi jnanam.
No, the word.
Sananta, right? Like Bubuksha, Jidnyasa. Man dhatu. Mimamsa. Man means vichara. Vichara.
Investigation.
King. Vichara. Or trying to understand. So that is Mimamsa. So, ज्ञातुं तस्य विषये ज्ञातुम् इच्छा जिज्ञासा in that way mimamsa means lot of interest in understanding. Mimamsa, or you can say analysis also, right? Analysis. So then so there we have a Pura Mimamsa, Uttar Mimamsa. Pura Mimamsa, Jaimini Muni Pranita. So there that is more mainly it is known for Karma Kanda. So Karma means all yajna yagadi krutva tasya devasya anugraha bhavet. So in that direction it goes. Uttara Mimamsa, which is also called Vedanta. Uttara Mimamsa is a better word. Uttara Mimamsa is mainly this Veda, Vedanga, Tesham, Upanishad, Jnana Yoga type. Jnana Mimamsa. So Sankhya Yoga Visharadaha. So here we are talking about in the Bhagavad Gita also many places you find this Sankhya Yoga. There is also Adhyaya is also there, also second or third. Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga Nama Dvitiyo Adhyaya, right? Pratama Arjuna Vishada Yoga and Sankhya Yoga comes. But now, what is Sankhya? What is the meaning of Sankhya? Meaning means, what is the Padasyartha again? Go to the Pada. Sanskrit is that kind of language, right? You have to look at what that pada means originally. Sankhya word is coming from where? Sankhya word is coming from where? Just Sankhya. How does it sound like? Oh, it's a better known word that we generally use. Sankhya. Sankhya is coming from Sankhya, right? Do you know Sankhya?
Sankhya is numbers. A number.
This word is coming from Sankhya, is coming from Sankhya. Taditavanta padam, right? Sankhya, like Dasharatha, Dasharathi, like Sankhya, Sankhya. Now, what is Sankhya? Number. It is a number. Sankhya means number. But why is it called a number? Again, this is just a little bit deviation, but it's interesting to understand. Sankhya in this word itself, how is this word made up? Like we have Sanskritam, right? Sam plus Kritam. Sanskritam. Tatha अस्य पदस्य विभागः कथं भवति? Sam
Yeah.
kya. Sam plus kya. So sam we know. Sam is good. Kya. Now kya is coming from where?
Khyati. Khyati.
Khyati, correct. Khyati. Or Vyakhyana, right? Akhyana. With all Akhyana, Vyakhyana, Khyati. So what is Khyati means?
Fame.
Fame. And Akhyana means? Akhyana or Vyakhyana?
Explanation.
Explanation. Vyakhyana means commentary. Akhyana means katha or explanation. So and khyati means fame, which is like telling about somebody more. So this kya is a dhatu. Khyati. So akhyana is like a kya refers to telling or explaining something. Sankhya means it is properly explaining, properly making you to understand. That is number. Right? Number. Counting means it is very precisely telling you about something. Quantity, number is precise, right? Number gives you very precise understanding of something or better understanding of something. That is why it is called Sankhya in Sanskritam, number. Because it gives you correct or more precise understanding there. Accurate. Sankhya. So 1, 2, 3, 4, there is no ambiguity there. 2 means 2, 3 means 3. It is very accurate. That's why it's called Sankhya. So now, Sankhya is coming from Sankhya. And Sankhya Shastram or Sankhya Darshanam has to do something with Sankhya. It is not just, okay, we do meditate or do some Vada Vivada, Charcha, our Sankhya Darshana is over. No, but in the Sankhya Darshana also, it is based on number. What number? Again, Tattva. Mainly it discusses the Atra, somebody, some faction group. Some groups say there are 16 tattva, some groups say 17, some groups say 18, 21, 25, 26. Like, but they are all based on Sankhya in our Vishwa, or this Lokam is not just Bhuloka. In this entire universe is made of what kind of tattva? Right? Tattva again starting from our pancha indriyani, pancha jnanendriyani, pancha karmendriyani, pancha matrani, and then mana, ahankara, chitta, and then we have this Mahat Tattva, Ahankara Tattva, and we have Prakriti, Purusha, Atma. So all this, the different factions, groups, when they are discussing, they take this subset of these. So some take like 16, 20, 21, 25, like that. But anyway, broadly it is based on that. So they all explain the Sankhya Yoga based on the Sankhya Darshana. Explaining is how these tattvas were born, what are their roles in this universe, how they relate it to Jivatma, Paramatma, etc. That is Sankhya Yoga. So Sankhya Yogam, so people who know, who are experts or who understand this tattvas which are enumerated in the Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Darshana, they prapashyanti sarvashakti pabarfitam, because it is very interesting to understand these tattvas, what they do, how they relate to each other, and they can understand with that knowledge they can understand purushatve chamam dhiraha prapashyanti avistaranam. So they can anusandhana, means they can interpret and understand or feel. With that knowledge they feel the Shakti, Sarva Shakti of and Sarva Vyapti of Bhagavan. Otherwise, generally everybody says Bhagavan is everywhere. But if we have that knowledge, we can appreciate that better. His power, his ability, whereas Sarva Kartatva is Sarva Shaktitva. Everything can be appreciated better. A question here. This one I can quickly finish. चतुष्पादो एकदविचतुष्पादो बहुपादस्तथा पदः बह्व्यः सन्ति पुरः सृष्टास्तासां मे पौरुषी प्रिया. एकदविचतुष्पादः बहुपादः तथा अपदः बह्व्यः सन्ति पुरः सृष्टाः तासां मे मम अथवा मह्यं पौरुषी प्रिया. So he Krishna Bhagavan इदानीं प्रिया अथवा प्रिया आकृति का अस्ति प्रिया और द फॉर्म फैक्टर इति वर्णयति. अत्र एक द्वि त्रि चतुष्पादः. सो दिस् इस् सिम्पल्. एकः तस्य तस्यां तस्य ब्रह्मणः सृष्टि अथवा मूलब्रह्म पुल्लिङ्गे ब्रह्मा अस्ति. ब्रह्माणः पुल्लिङ्गे चतुर्मुखब्रह्मा. ही इस् द सृष्टिकर्ता आफ्टर द ओरिजिनल सृष्टा मीन्स सृष्टिकर्ता तस्य चतुर्मुखस्य सृष्टिकर्ता अपि दट् नपुंसकलिङ्ग ब्रह्म. सः ओरिजिनल सृष्टिकर्ता इस् नपुंसकलिङ्ग ब्रह्म एव भगवान्. तदनन्तरं तस्य कमलोद्भवः अथवा नाभौ कमलम् उद्भवति. तत्र चतुर्मुखस्य जन्म तत्र भवति. अनन्तरं भगवतः आज्ञानुसारेण तस्य सः चतुर्मुखः सृष्टिम् अनन्तरं करोति. परन्तु तस्य सृष्टौ अनेकानि भूतानि सन्ति, अनेकविधानि. सो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ सृष्टि इज देयर. So creation is there, like ekapada, some are having only one legs, some are having dvipada, 2 legs, chatushpada, some are having 4 legs, 3 legs. Okay, bahupada, there are many legs also, sharaba, etc. Bahupadaha, these centipedes, etc. Bahupada, tata apada, some are apada, tata jaga. Pada. There are many different Don't literally take it. But what he is saying, there are many kinds of creations are there in a srishti. Any kind of prani, animals are there. Okay? Bhavyaha santi pura srishtaha. There are many things. Bhavya, etc. Santi pura srishtaha, utpannaha, utpaditaha. Anantram tasam, amongst all them, me paurushi priya. Mama priya सृष्टिः का सृष्टि मम प्रिया सृष्टि पौरुषी मानवी in that all of them purushakriti manava srishtihi mama priya asti. So that is the most favorable for me, most real, likeable to me. Why? Because purusha dehena eva, in this manava deha say sadhanam kartum शक्नुमः अस्माकं विचारः भवति बुद्धिः अस्ति मनः अस्ति वाक् अस्ति so all these are श्रुतिः अस्ति all these are अस्माकं साधनभूतानि करणानि भवन्ति अतः एव मम पौरुषी प्रिया इति भगवतः उक्तिः questions here, any comments, anybody want to add? Otherwise we can stop.
So manava janmam iti uttama janmam.
Manava is the ultimate. So after 84 it said that in the Shastra 84 lakhs or 84 species one has to go through to come to this stage. Sadhanam krutva. So if we just waste it, then it will be very difficult again.
Yeah, to go back again.
So, धन्यवादः नमस्कारः
धन्यवादः
धन्यवादः. Thank you.
धन्यवादः महोदय.